RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, and a whole lot more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 7:23 in the evening in Belleville, Massachusetts. It's Wednesday, April 19th, 2017, and it's 7:23 in the evening. It's about 48 degrees out right now. Been battling some showers. Some news to report before my third and final video blog subject is this. Tennis superstar Serena Williams is pregnant. She's going to be a mother for the first time. So congratulations to her and her fiance. Also, former San Francisco Giants outfielder Angel Pagano is going to take 2017 off from Major League Baseball. He's not retiring, but he's considering to come back in 2018. And Boston Bruins forward Patrice Bergeron is one of the finalists for the Frank Selke Award for Best Defensive Forward in the NHL. He's a perennial candidate every single year. He's won it a few times, so he might win it again. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my third and final video blog subject of the night, which will be about the WWE house show card for Madison Square Garden on January 25th, 1988. The main event, Hulk Hogan and Bam Bam Bigelow facing off against the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and the bodyguard Virgil. But first, these messages. Tomorrow on RVBN, 3 more video blogs for your entertainment. First video blog will be my personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about Boston sports talk show host Tony Mazalaska. The second video blog will be about Boston Sports Tonight on CSN New England. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the WWE house show card review from Madison Square Garden on 2/24/88, and look for more video blogs in the near future. I'm back. My third and final video blog subject of the night is the return of the WWE house show card results from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Every so often I'm reviewing it, every WWE house show card on Madison Square Garden that was aired on the Madison Square Garden Network, MSG, from December 1983 to March of 1997. And this one took place on January 25th, 1988. And the main event was the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and bodyguard Virgil facing off against Hulk Hogan, the WWE champion, and Bam Bam Bigelow. Plus, there was other exciting matches on the card. Calling the action for this WWE house show card on the MSG Network was Vince McMahon. First time he's called house show for Madison Square Garden in about 5 years. Vinny Back used to be the play-by-play announcer of all MSG house show cards in the 70s and 80s because he was substituting for Gorilla Monsoon, who was recovering from a mild heart attack. His lordship, Alfred Hayes, and for some matches, Bobby the Brain Heenan. And this is what's happened on this house show on January 25th, 1988. The first match was Jose Estrada, who was known as one of the conquistadors, facing off against Cowboy Scott Casey. These were two preliminary wrestlers on television. That tells you that they don't win too much on television. And this was, a decent match. Ending had Scott Casey delivered a shoulder breaker to Jose Estrada. 1, 2, 3. It happened in about 10 minutes. Next match was Sam Houston facing off against Dangerous Danny Davis. Sam Houston and Danny Davis started to develop a feud, which, started at Survivor Series 1987, and they had some interview segment on Wrestling Challenge when they fought, and this was a decent match, back and forth. Ending had Sam Houston give a small package to Danny Davis, and the referee counted 1, 2, 3, and that was it for that match. The next match was the Junkyard Dog, or what Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer would call him. And around this time, the Junkyard Dog, he weighed excessively over 300 pounds, having some midnight snacks, facing off against the Natural Butch Reed with Slick. Butch Reed and Junkyard Dog had a major feud in Mid-South Wrestling in 1984. This probably would be a main event at Madison Square Garden around this time period if both wrestlers were in the WWE. But now it's January 1988. The Junkyard Dog's a shell of his former self, and the Natural Butch Reed is basically finishing up on the WWE house show circuit. He's leaving the company in a few months. The gimmick with the Natural was awful, and this match was awful as well. Only about 5.5 minutes. So much stalling. Ending had Slick got chased around by the Junkyard Dog. Butch Reed rolls him up using a handful of tights for the 1, 2, 3. The next match was another match that involved 2 TV jobbers. It was Dusty Wolf facing off against Omar Atlas, who's no relation to Tony Atlas at all, because Omar Atlas is Spanish American and Tony Atlas is African American. And this match wasn't a match to write home about. Ending had Omar Atlas beat Dusty Wolf for the 1, 2, 3. I think this was the only match that Omar Atlas won when he was in the WWE. The next match was the one-man gang with Slick in his corner facing off against The Rock, Don Morocco, with Superstar Billy Graham in his corner. Superstar Billy Graham was reduced to a manager at this point to The Rock. The Rock was so jacked up. He was on so much steroids at this time. I didn't like Don Morocco as a face. He was much more better as a heel, but he was probably stale as a heel in 1987, so had to turn him face. And this match was, distraction by Slick and Superstar Billy Graham outside the ring, and Butch Reed interferes using Slick's cane, knocks The Rock out, and one-man gang pins him for the 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, Slick and Butch Reed and one-man gang throw Morocco outside the ring, and they attack Superstar Billy Graham. One-man gang gives him 747. He was going to get another one, but The Rock rallied and he cleared the ring of the heels. The next match was the main event, held in the middle of the card. It was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, teaming up with his bodyguard Virgil, one of the first matches that Virgil wrestled in WWE, against the WWE champion Hulk Hogan and Bam Bam Bigelow, with Oliver Humperdinck, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Virgil was second by Andre the Giant. And this was not a classic tag team match. It was a decent tag team match. Ending had Bam Bam Bigelow splash Virgil for the 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, Hogan and Oliver Humperdinck and Bam Bam Bigelow teased the heels to come in the ring, but they walked out, including Andre the Giant. The next match was a tag team match. It was the Dream Jobber tag team of Steve Lombardi, who wasn't the Brooklyn Brawl at this time, and Barry Horowitz facing off against the Young Stallions, Paul Roma and Jim Powers, another jobber who were on WWE TV, and they were combined together as the Young Stallions. They got a lower card tag team push at this point in about 14 minutes. Jim Powers gives the Brooklyn Brawler, the future Brooklyn Brawler, power slam for the 1, 2, 3. The next match was King Harley Race with Bobby the Brain Heenan in his corner, facing off against USA Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And Duggan and Race were feuding in the WWE at this time. It was a decent feud. It was about 10 minutes. Jim Duggan reversed a flying crossbody by the King, Harley Race, and Duggan pins him 1, 2, 3. The next match was Hillbilly Jim facing off against Ron Bass, the Outlaw. And this was only about a 5-minute match, total squash match. Outlaw Ron Bass puts the pedigree on Hillbilly Jim, and it's over. And then the de facto main event of this house show from Madison Square Garden. It was the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, facing off against the Islanders, Haku and Tama, with Bobby the Brain Heenan. They were starting a feud because the Islanders stole Matilda, and this match was back and forth match. Ending had Bobby the Brain Heenan bring a leash, but the referee wasn't seeing it. The British Bulldogs grabbed the leash, knock out Bobby Heenan, and they use it on Haku and Tama, but referee sees it and disqualifies the Bulldogs and gives the match to the Islanders. And this Madison Square Garden house show card was a B+, in my humble opinion. And I'll be back tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+, with 3 more video blogs for your entertainment. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Ben guy. Molly was blood. WCCO accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutz so stunning. She's best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Awesome Amy. Then Church of WPIX Channel of New York. Such a rocking Cougars. Got best legs in New York City. Bonan. Bob Gives of ABC 11. Sweet Southern accent. Best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. Len Clev, WHCH Channel 7. Boston. Is the cute leggy is blonde in Boston, and Alia Woolley of WABI Channel 5 in Bangor, Maine, has best legs in Maine, and she's one of the top cute leggy TV weather blondes in the world, next to Molly and Julie. Good night, sweet dreams.